Minnesota says farewell to a fallen officer.
He chose to walk a path fraught with danger. He chose to place himself in harm's way.
The funeral for Officer Scott Patrick started about an hour ago at St. Stephen's Lutheran Church in West St. Paul. The service limited to family, friends, select members of the law enforcement community because of the size of the church. After the service, hundreds of law enforcement vehicles are going to lead the family from that church to Acacia Cemetery, about 8 miles away, and that is when the public will be able to pay their respects. Show you a live look from Sky 4 along that route. Some people already starting to gather. We've seen people with American flags along that route, people with signs. Even though the procession won't pass that area for some time. Let's go live to Nina Moini at the church to share some of the very emotional service. Nina.
Jason, the service is still going on now. It's just getting to the stage where it's wrapping up here at St. Stephen's Church in West St. Paul. But once again, without fail, the community has shown up by the thousands. We're told there are approximately 5,000 people here right now in this area engaging in some way in this funeral service. We're told 4,000 of them are in the law enforcement community coming from all over the state, all over the country. We've even heard of some traveling here from Canada. Everybody rallying behind the widow of Officer Scott Patrick. Her name is Michelle. Take a look here as we show you some video of when she arrived at the church around 9 o'clock this morning with her 2 teenage daughters, Erin and Amy. This is the church that they got married in 26 years ago, we're told. And it was a very poignant moment because they were greeted by Gail Bergeron, who is the widow of another fallen officer that lost his life in the line of duty 2 years ago. So it was amazing to see those two, all of them standing together in solidarity, and then you see them there walking into the church. After that, some buses came with the huge family. We're told this is a really big family, certainly filling up that church that fits 350 people. They were all dropped off. You can see some other people from around the state here. Governor Dayton was here. All of them, again, coming here to support this family. Inside, we heard from a lot of Officer Scott Patrick's brothers on the force with him. Take a listen here.
As we head down the path of life, we don't know where it ends, but we do choose the route we take along the path. Scott impacted many people on the path of life, evidenced by the outpouring of community support over the past week. Scott's path led him to being a cop. He chose to walk a path fraught with danger. He chose to place himself in harm's way for others.
And I can see him now if he was here. He'd put his arm around me and he'd have a smirk on his face, a twinkle in his eye. He'd say, "Hey, not bad for a Humboldt grad, huh, cadet?" And then I'd respond, obviously. "I love you, man."
There are not enough hugs, tears, or handshakes to take away this pain. These memories of Scott lighten our heavy hearts just a bit. Scott's work was his dream, and his family was his strength.
Beautiful there again to hear from all of his fellow officers that he spent so much time with, like his second family, apart from obviously his immediate family. And like I mentioned, there are 4,000 members of the law enforcement community here, and they all say the same thing. It's this sense of family. It's greater than a job when they trust their lives in each other's hands. So it's certainly appreciated by this family just how many members of the law enforcement community showed up. But of course, the 1,000 other people that we're hearing about and will be seeing shortly that maybe didn't even know this family, don't know a lot, or don't know a lot of people who serve in the law enforcement community, but still care and still showed up here today.